Hey everybody, it's great to have you on this live. On this video, what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about why women take rejection so personally and what you can do to not get your feelings hurt every time somebody says no or rejects either the products or your company or something about what it is that you are offering. So for those of you who haven't met me yet, my name is Deb Erickson. Good to see you guys joining and popping on. I am a business mindset coach, and I work exclusively with women in sales and in the network marketing arena. And so what you're going to get today is great content around something that you are probably facing on a regular basis. Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's good to see you. So make sure that that you tag anybody who you know, and maybe you are coaching on your team, who's really struggling with that rejection issue. You ready to go? All right. So one of the things that when you're studying male and female wiring, how our brains are wired, is you discover that men and women are wired very differently. And it may explain why men have had so much success more easily than we as women do in sales. And so I want to talk a little bit about your wiring as a woman, how it's helping you and how it's hurting you. So let's get going. First of all, men are wired to hunt, to acquire, to win, to succeed, to grab, right? To win at all costs, right? And women are really designed for almost the opposite, to nurture, to nest, to build a team, to build relationships. And so this industry, interestingly enough, is designed that it causes you to have to go out and acquire and then build relationships. And so what's interesting is that many times men find the part of the business that is the acquiring part easier, and women tend to find the part about relationship building and tribe building much easier. But the truth is, it's just you. And you have to go out and you have to build a business, which means you have to do a little bit of all of these pieces. So let's talk about what happens for men when someone says no. What's really interesting is they are wired in such a way that it doesn't have a personal impact. It's merely a no to the offer. So if they're offering their product, someone is saying no to the product. And if they're offering the business, somebody is saying no to the business. And if they are offering an appointment, somebody's saying no to their calendar. In other words, they don't really take it personally. It's just business. You've heard that phrase a million times. It's not personal, it's just business. So there is an interesting line that they are able to draw. And so rejection kind of bounces off that definition. Women, however, since we are relationship focused, since we are connection focused, when someone says no to any offer at all, it doesn't even matter what the offer is, it feels like it's a rejection of us personally. Now, again, women are wired to find a mate, to acquire, to build a family, to nurture it, to build the nest. And so we are actually emotionally rewarded, so to speak, for finding, connecting, holding, nesting, developing, right? That's our entire, I would say, MO. So when someone says no, I'm not interested in joining your nest, to being part of your family, to come in there and personally have a relationship with you, it feels like a personal assault. When someone quits and they say, I don't want to do this anymore, it feels like we have personally failed. Again, many times guys will interpret that as, your loss. I'll just go get another one. And they're all about numbers, right? The business is just a number. Where for women, the business is a relationship. So you can see the problem. So maybe the best way to describe that is women get emotionally connected and invested with every single invitation, with every single imagined invitation. So we see someone and we start working on, they're the one, they're going to be a part of my team. And so when those dreams don't come through, we actually, again, take it personally, and every single person that leaves. So in many ways, it would seem as though the industry is not built for us because there are so many points where our emotions can get hurt. I can't tell you the number of people that I've coached that have said, they rejected me and I was devastated, right? They quit and it tore me apart. And what they're using are words of emotion that means I was vulnerable to the decisions and actions of someone else. So let me help you with this a little bit today. Because truthfully, yes, we are wired to connect in a different way, but it's also how we define things. You know, when I was a high school teacher, I used to see all the times that guys, best friends, would get competing in something and all of a sudden something would get triggered. And it wasn't a competitive energy anymore. It was a fight, an all-out brawl. They'd be throwing punches and cussing at each other and kicking, and they were trying to hurt each other. And we'd separate them all out. And 2 seconds later, literally 2 seconds later, they're like, hey, bro, it's okay. You know, give me a fist. We're cool. And I was blown away that they could go from that kind of anger to best buds again. Because on the other side of the equation, I know you guys have seen this, women, when they have even a minor tussle, not an all-out brawl, but a minor tussle with another woman, that's it. They are mortal enemies for the rest of their life. Again, you guys, it's the wiring. It's how we define relationship, how we define our identity, how we define the connection. So let's help you with this definition, okay? So what I want to do is I want you to think about a time recently when you got rejected. Somebody said no to you. Perhaps they said no to the product. They might have said no to the business. They might have said no. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you popping on. They might have said no to a meeting. You guys get it? So they've said no to you. I want you to go back to that moment and ask yourself, what did I immediately say to myself about that experience? So you had the experience and then you tell yourself a story. So what's the story you said? Okay? Respond and tell me what you said, right? What most people do is when someone says no, they go into a patterned response, and they basically, what happens is they're hooking part of their own mental and emotional blueprint, and they're re-injuring some old wounds. So they're telling themselves, I knew it. I knew she was going to say no. She's too good for me. This isn't never going to work. Why am I even bothering? Nobody wants to play. Nobody anywhere is saying yes to me. How dare she? Okay, you guys get it? So what happens is women are personally getting wounded. You guys get it? And it happens like that. So what I want you to be able to do is to stop for a second. And I want you to imagine that you see someone across the room that you would like to recruit. You see someone, they fit your ideal profile, right? They are your ideal candidate. They'd be perfect for the products. They'd be perfect for this business. So you guys get it? You see that person. And I want you to imagine that you walk up to her, introduce yourself, and through a conversation, okay, the business comes up and you begin to discuss the products in the business. And I want you to see her say no. And as she's saying no, I want you to hear, instead of the word no, I want you to hear not now. Just, it's a simple little shift. From no to not now. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not about you at all, by the way, right? Rejection is never about you. It's always about them. And it's usually about the fact that something's not right now. You guys getting this? It's about timing. It's about the condition of their life. It's about the condition of their pocketbook. It's about their triggers that they're going through in their head about being asked to do something that's scary for them. You guys get it? In other words, when you make an offer to someone, someone takes that offer, they put it on inside their head and they're freaking out and they're responding and they're saying, I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I'm no good at this. I could never do what you do. The rejection is a rejection of the idea or the offer in the moment. You guys getting it? So right here, right now, what they're saying is, yeah, I'm not ready to take action on this right now. Then your next step is to find out, I wonder if there could be an opening in the future. I wonder if things might change, if conditions change, if timing change. You guys feel it? But when you say to yourself, when someone says no, and you say, what they're really telling me is it's not a good time. I don't have the resources of time, money, energy to consider this. And that's why they're saying no, is because they're under pressure. You guys feeling it? It's not about you. In that moment, see if there's some relief by defining it simply, not now. Not now. You guys got it? So what I want you to do is back up the train a little bit. Go back to the situation where you're sitting and you're looking across the room. And this time, what I want you to do is approach that person in your mind, and I want you to show genuine interest in her issues, her problems, her challenges, her pains, her frustrations, her mental and emotional limits, what she's going through in her life. And as you are listening, what you're asking yourself is there anything that I could offer that would support her or relieve that pain? I want to be a problem solver. I want to be a solution bringer. And so as I'm listening, I'm saying, does she need some kind of support? Does she need help? And is my product or my business or my energy, is it something that I could support her with? You guys get it? Now, as you are looking for a solution, make that offer again in your mind. Make that offer. And this time, watch her response. See if it shifts, because you didn't just offer her saying, I think you'd be great at this. Instead, what you said, I hear you saying you have these pains and these problems. I'm wondering if this might be a solution. I'm wondering if this might be a solution. Hear the wording, right? So when someone says no, then all it's meaning is her pain can't be solved by that solution. See how it has nothing to do with me? It has to do with me making an offer, and I'm saying, could this help? Would this be of any support to you? This product, this service, this business, would it meet your needs? So when she says yes, what she's saying is, you hit it on the button. You found my pain and you offered me a solution that matters. And when she says no, what she's saying is, I have a pain, but I'm not sure. This is the answer. You guys get it? 9 times out of 10, when you offer someone a solution to their problem, they are at least going to be open to a next conversation and a next step. You know, people always ask me all the time, how do you close? How do you close? And it's really simple. First of all, I never close unless I know that what I have to offer really is potentially a solution. I don't know what her decision is going to be, but it really could be a solution. So basically, I have the confidence to be able to say to someone, they've shared their pain, I've offered a solution. The next thing I'm going to do is say, is that what you were looking for? Is that what you were hoping for? Is that what you were longing for? Is that what you've been asking and hoping was going to come into your life? And when the answer is yes, then it's pretty simple for me to say, great, let's get you started. Great, let's get you started. So the last 2 questions are, is that what you were looking for? And great, let's get you started. Then if they say, oh, I'm not quite ready yet. Okay, so you guys kind of get that what I'm doing is I'm always making the offer to support their problem, give them a solution, make them an offer, help them get started. And they are deciding for themselves whether or not the timing is right, the match is right, the solution is right. Can you see how that has nothing to do with me? Nothing to do with me. I'm showing up in love. I'm making an offer to someone who really does have a problem that my product or business opportunity is going to solve, and then they get an opportunity to see it. Now, in today's digital marketplace, I never leave it there. If someone says no, I always say, I get it. Sometimes, and I will even offer this to them when someone says no to me, I always say to them, I get it. Sometimes the timing just isn't right. Right? You guys get it? When someone says no, I'm saying, yeah, sometimes the timing is just not right for things like this. I get it. But if this really is a problem for you, would it be okay if we stay connected? Would that, I could send you some information. I could give you a newsletter. I could answer questions in the future. We could have coffee again in 6 months and see how you're feeling. But would it be okay if I stay connected? Now, when people say yes, I get contact information. I put them in my system. And guess what? That's what my online marketing is set up to do, is to use a drip campaign to stay connected, to warm that lead up for a future yes. Guys, I'm never worried about a no today. Let me say that again. I am never worried about a no today. Number one, I know it's not about me. And number two, if it is timing and if it is a good solution to the problem they have, then what I know is if I can stay connected, I can probably be of service to them in the future. And that's all it is. That's all it is. You feel it? Rejection is not about you. The no is about them, their timing, their energy, their mindset, where they are in the moment. People aren't always ready to buy. They're not always ready to say yes. However, you are always ready to support. You're always ready to serve. You're always ready to listen. You're always willing to share. And so because of that, you can put yourself out 1,000 times a day, and some people are going to say, not now. And some people are going to say, absolutely, sign me up. And when there's that opening, I'm always eager to say, great, let's get you started. You guys see how simple that process can be. Breathe, and know that personal energy, when you feel attacked, the feeling attacked is about you. The actual attack wasn't about you, but the feeling that you could be harmed or hurt, or that energy that you take it personal, that is about you. And we need to work on that. I want to help you build your confidence in your energy so you are never afraid of the no, and you are always confident in who you are. You guys got it? Good. I hope you will join me on a future Friday version of Ask Deb. Make sure that you enter below any comments at all about both this recording. Make sure you share it, make sure you tag people, but most important, tell me what you would like for me to talk about in a future recording. I'm here to support you. I'm here to serve you. I love you guys, and I want to see you be successful. So make sure that you enter Ask Deb, and I'll answer. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a magnificent weekend.